On set, Liz Peek, syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor, and Deroy, Murdock, senior fellow at the London Center for Policy Research, and also a Fox News contributor. Okay, well, we got that out of the way. Up next, can we go through, this is a wonderful thing. Hunter Biden was arraigned today, and he has a certain amount of probation conditions. And I thought we could weigh in on this. First of all, up on the full screen, seek employment, needs to get a job. I don't know if influence peddling for money is a good enough job. He needs to communicate, so let them know if he's going to have foreign travel, cannot possess a firearm, no alcohol or drugs, got to go completely clean. All medications must be prescribed. He must get drug tested randomly. You need a job to get drug tested. And you must participate in a substance abuse counseling program. I'm happy to sponsor him in Alcoholics Anonymous. So I want to get you, Liz Peek. Can he meet these conditions? This is very harsh.
Well, he's going to have to meet these conditions. The question is, who is going to enforce them?
Yes.
Who's going to really track him around and make sure he's applying for a job? I think that's the funniest one. Job doing what? I mean,
being qualified for it?
I don't know. Influence peddling. We were talking earlier. He's got plenty of references. That should work in his favor, I guess. I don't know. But I think, look, I think this is actually encouraging. This is sort of normal rules and regulations that someone who has been accused of a crime and is out is supposed to abide by. So let's see if actually they hold him to it. I doubt very much they will.
Deroy, will they hold him to it? I mean, besides getting a job, what about the rest of the story? So he's being arraigned for the gun abuse. Okay, I'm just going to call it gun abuse. Sure. It's gun abuse, it's alcohol abuse, all the abuses. But the really juicy stuff, and I don't know where this is going to go, Judge Noriega and so forth, all the international transactions that are somehow tied up with his failure to register with the, whatever it's called, the Foreign Registration Act. Yep. That's where I want to go on this. I want him to go into court and actually stand trial for that stuff. Is it going to happen or not?
Well, this is the real serious stuff. You know, was Hunter Biden involved in basically international bribery, and was his father a beneficiary of this? This is the big question. And instead, they've said, all right, let's just get him on these gun charges, none of which have any connection to Joe Biden. So I think their hope is that people will focus on that, forget about the other stuff, and see, maybe the impeachment efforts on the Hill go nowhere. We'll see if that happens.
And I also think, by the way, tax avoidance, purposeful tax avoidance, the hiding income from all these activities. Yep. I mean, it's not just like, oh, I forgot to pay my taxes. He was funneling money through so many different LLCs and so forth, purposefully to avoid taxes. So that too should
That's serious. And it looks as if he made millions of dollars in 2014 and 2015 and paid zero. And these are the same people who yell about rich people having to pay their fair share.
Right,
he didn't pay his fair share. He paid nothing, while people watching this show made, a few $1,000s. They had to declare all that and pay taxes on it.
Now, last 60 seconds. Joe Biden is saying this is the last gasp of MAGA Republicans. Now, I'm not sure I know what that means, but I tend to think about all that in terms of Bidenomics, which is my favorite failed socialist economic policy run by Mr. Biden. So I was going to ask both of you, first of all, I think the handwriting is on the wall. The polls out. See, the IBD tips poll today is a catastrophe for Biden on the economy and overall. So that's the handwriting on the wall, which is now that was a Babylonian biblical thing. The prophet Daniel was captured by the Babylonian king, and the handwriting was on the wall that the king was going to get killed. He got killed that night, and Daniel won. Or, Liz, you raised...
we are really getting lost here.
Yeah. I didn't go to Sunday school, so sorry about this.
The king was removed. He wasn't, I'm being told by the producer the king was removed. I think the handwriting on the wall. The other one, though, Vinny Vici, here, I came, I saw, I conquered. Which is applicable to Joe Biden's ending MAGA Republicans?
Well, actually, he said that in the context of also saying, again, that the Republicans are a threat to democracy. And I had to say, I sat down today and I went through 7 things that are clearly a threat to democracy that Joe Biden has perpetrated, including, by the way, locking up his #1 political opponent. I can't imagine a worse threat to democracy, right? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous.
And sending in judges, by the way, that don't know anything about real estate valuations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? I mean, this is the stupidest, silliest case I've ever seen.
The Democrats always always love to say the GOP is a threat to democracy. Who are the people destroying the secret ballot? Who
Yeah.
are the people mailing ballots out like crazy? Election day is now election quarter. And then, as Liz said, locking up the chief of the opposition potentially for 712 years. That sounds like a real attack to democracy, not anything the Republicans are trying to do.
Well, I'm going to just confuse biblical times with Roman times. The handwriting is on the wall. Vini, vidi, vici. Liz Peek and Deroy Murdock. If you can figure that out, you're better than I am.